Shout out to the one and only in my life, Ronnie Wilson, and the one and only Ronnie Wilson of the Gap Band. This man raised me. First of all, let me be clear. My biological father has been in my life all my life. Although I didn't spend all of my years with him in my life. I spent more years with my mom. And by the time I turned 7, 8, Ronnie Wilson helped raise me as well. So when I moved to the Valley out of LA, I was staying with Ronnie Wilson and my mom, and me and my brothers. Had a lot of great memories and a lot of not so good memories experience with Ronnie Wilson, but he was another father to me. He was my second father. He was my stepfather. And we called him Pops. We called our father Dad, and we called him Pops. So shout out to Pops, rest in peace. He passed away November 2nd. I've kind of been quiet on this. You know, I'm not the type of person to just broadcast my feelings. I'll just speak on different topics and stuff and maybe give my opinion on how I feel about certain things. But just being all of my feelings and putting my business out there, I don't do that. But Ronnie Wilson, you know, people know more Charlie Wilson than Ronnie Wilson. You know, everybody knows who Charlie Wilson is. He's my uncle. You know, when my mom was married to Ronnie for many, many years, since I was a little kid, even until after I graduated high school, and then even in my early 20s, they were still married. So I don't know the exact many years, but it might have been over 20 years or close to it. But anyway, my mom and Pops, Ronnie Wilson, they made the best of their relationship. And eventually they departed, they divorced. My mom is remarried now. She's been married years now. But I cherish the memories that I spent with Ronnie. It's tough, man. You know, just knowing that he's gone. You know, I had mixed feelings about him as I got older because, you know, he didn't always set the best example. But one thing about him, he definitely enforced discipline. He made sure we were respectful to others, adults, and ourselves. Whatever issues he was really, really having, it wasn't mainly issues towards us. It was stuff he was dealing with internally, or issues he had with my mom. You know, but we had to stay in our lane to a certain extent. You know, so at least until we got older. But I just want to pay homage to Ronnie, man. A lot of people don't really know who Ronnie Wilson is and who he was. But he was an amazing man, despite his demons that he was fighting within himself, which a lot of us are fighting some demons of some sort. And I feel like he taught me a lot of things. You know, he taught me how to swim. He's the one that's responsible for why I know how to swim. You know, he kept me going when I was playing football. He gave me motivation. Told me, Durant, keep working out. Don't settle for less. Don't be just satisfied. Try to be the best athlete you can be. He came to many of my games. He always supported, just like my mom always supported. Or when he was in town, and when he was touring with the Gap Band with Charlie and Robert, rest in peace, Robert Wilson. I think he passed away in 2010, I believe, and I was at that funeral in LA. But Ronnie passed away out here, I believe, in Texas, but I think his funeral was in Oklahoma, or he had maybe a couple of extra funerals, so I didn't get to attend. But I do cherish his life. I do cherish what he taught me and how much of a blessing he was in my life. You know, he helped me to get out in a way. You know, it's like in a way, it's almost like we felt like he stole my mom from my dad when we were young, and that's how we felt. But at the same time, and it was a blessing in disguise because it helped us to get out the hood. We was always fighting. Could have easily been in gangs. We was always around gangs. We had, a few family members that gang bang. But, us moving to Moreno Valley really, really blessed us. It balanced us out. We weren't just a bunch of roughnecks, just being rough and aggressive with life. Now it mellowed us out a little bit. And the lifestyle was a lot different out there. But I just want to say that, I'm thankful that we saw more than just the lifestyle we were used to seeing in LA. We got a little bit of the good life as well, a lot of the good life. I lived in a lot of big homes. There's a lot of money. Ronnie wasn't making as much money as Charlie. And I feel like Charlie, no, I'm not going to even speak on that. But thank you, Mr. Ronnie Wilson. Thank you so much for sacrificing your time, your energy, and your money on your wife's kids who were not yours. We were not your biological children, but everywhere we went, people thought they was calling us the Wilson boys. We was in church singing and stuff. They thought we was Wilsons, according to them. But even though we are Scaniers, and we will always be Scaniers, or Brown, we love all the Wilsons. Wilson family is our family too. We know everybody. We met plenty of people in the industry. We know a lot of celebrities because of that. We don't speak on it. We don't have to. We're not looking for clout and say, hey, I know these people. I know this and such. No, I don't have to mention the names. But we were blessed, and it was a humbling experience to be around so many giants in the industry. But at the same time, there are other things in the industry that a lot of people don't know about. You don't want to live your life just to try to be a superstar. Just perfect your craft and do what you love to do, and let the universe open doors for you. But don't start making desperate attempts to try to be somebody, or doing something that you wouldn't do on if it wasn't requiring money and fame. That's all I'm saying. So the industry is a very, very wicked business. The music industry is very wicked, but that don't mean everybody in it is wicked. They're just playing along. They're playing the game, participating so they can keep that bag. But Mr. Ronnie Wilson, thank you for sacrificing for me and my brothers, helping raise us up, keeping us protected. Lord knows we've been in a lot of dangerous situations, but we had angels. We witnessed plenty of things that people they won't even believe. They would have to be there to see it. But me and my brothers we have guardians for sure. Despite. So, shout out to Mr. Ronnie Wilson. You will never be forgotten. You're greatly appreciated. And your soul, I ask that the ancestors and the powers that be, the real powers that be, elevate your soul and free you so you can live on